What up, World Raid team? Back at it again. Welcome to the episode. Today we're talking about something every God of War fan remembers. That voice. That original, raw, powerful voice of Kratos. That made him sound like a fucking god. And y'all say it, the new voice just doesn't hit the same. I'm a big fan of God of War, one of my favorite video game series of all time. And Kratos' original voice was amazing. It was powerful. It felt like the character. I fucking loved it. And then the new God of War came out on PlayStation 4, and they changed the voice. I did not like the voice at all. Not saying that the voice actor is not a good voice actor, but it just didn't fit the character that I grew up with along the way playing these games through 3 games on the PS2 and PS3. So when they changed the voice, I was highly disappointed. It came out of nowhere because I didn't even know they were going to change the voice. In this video, I'm going to talk about that and why they changed it, everything about it. Let's get into the video. Welcome to the original Kratos. When God of War dropped in 2005, the first thing that hit you wasn't the gameplay. It was that voice. Terrence C. Carson brought fire, fury, and control. He sounded like a warrior who had seen every kind of pain and was ready to destroy Olympus itself. You didn't just hear Kratos, you felt him. When he screamed, "Zeus!
Zeus! Is this how you face me, coward? I am through doing the bidding of the gods! Come down here and face me now, Zeus!"
You believed it. Terrence gave Kratos identity, that booming tone, theatrical anger. It was his signature. For 3 main games, Terrence was Kratos. He defined what the character sounded like, a god who never begged, never broke, and never lost his presence. So I'm a big fan of Terrence in general, but most of you guys remember him from Living Single.
So wait, let me get this straight. You want me to be your man?
Just for tonight, just through dinner.
Do you know what this could do to my reputation?
Yeah.
I actually liked his voice on Living Single too. He just has a great video game cartoon type voice. His voice is like one of those voices that's perfect for those type of characters. And when you first play the game and you hear his voice, you hear him talking, it's just magical. It just fits. It fits together perfectly.
The hands of death could not defeat me. The sisters of fate could not hold me. And you will not see the end of this day. I will have my revenge.
And when the new God of War came out, it just wasn't the same because his voice is like iconic through 3 games. And I think they had the PSP games too. And his voice was just perfect for that Kratos character. And it just felt different when they changed it up. Why they changed his voice? When Sony announced the 2018 God of War reboot, fans expected the same Kratos voice. But when that first trailer hit, everyone noticed. It wasn't Terrence C. Carson, it was a new voice.
Wait for my mark. Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Steady your aim and breathe in.
Sony Santa Monica said they made the switch because they were using full body motion capture. They needed an actor tall enough to physically perform next to the boy playing Arceus. And Terrence was shorter than the new mocap model. So instead of adjusting the tech, they just replaced him. Enter Christopher Judge, known for his deep, stoic tone from Stargate SG-1.
He's all those heroes throughout history that have bucked the system, that have wanted or have been desirous of making a change and have actively pursued it.
Good actor, that's questionable. But he did sound like Kratos. Not to me, though. The energy, the bite, the aggression, it was all gone. What we got was a quieter, slower Kratos, a dad voice instead of a god voice. I totally felt that way. I did not feel like this guy was the voice of Kratos. And that's a bullshit excuse, too, to say that he wouldn't look right standing against the little kid. There's so much technology out there, they could make him look bigger on the screen and it would look natural. That's a bullshit excuse, and I don't buy it at all. I did not like this new guy's voice. I did not think he was a Kratos character. He was not commanding, in my opinion. I played both of the new games, and I still don't like it. It's been a couple years now. It's 2025, so it's been like 7 years since they changed the voice, and I still don't like it.
Child.
But what if Loki going to Iron was the only way that...
Atreus. My son. And nothing more.
And that just takes me away from the games too, because I don't even like playing the games, because whenever his voice comes on, it doesn't feel like the character that I remember. I guess that's nostalgia, but I can't get over it. And those games are good. The newer games are good. They're not up to the same level as the older ones, in my opinion, but they're good. But I just can't get past the voice. The original Kratos reacts. When fans started asking why Terrence wasn't back, his response said it all. He said Sony never called him. No heads up, no conversation, just replaced. In interviews, Terrence said it hurt. Not because he lost his job, but because Kratos was a part of him for 10 years.
As an actor, you lose jobs all the time. You are done with jobs all the time. But when somebody lets you go, it's a respect thing for me. Just come and talk to me and say, hey, thank you for your service, but we're going in a different direction. Never got any call like that.
He built that character from scratch. And to not even be asked back felt like being erased from history he created. You can feel the respect he still has for the fans and the series, but the way it went down, it just wasn't right. So I knew it was something different behind that whole thing, because that excuse that he gave was bullshit, that the studio gave was bullshit. Like I said, you can always fucking, there's so much animation and so much different shit that they can do. They can make him the same size, bigger than a little kid or whatever. But it was all Sony. They didn't want him to do the character for some reason. I don't know what the reason was. Maybe they got the other guy for cheap. But the excuse they gave was bullshit. And it sucks to get fired pretty much on your day off, because he said he didn't even know that they replaced him. It's kind of fucked up to be that character for for over 10 years and even not have an opportunity to even audition for the new video game or be told why you're being replaced. I just don't think that's right for a character so iconic. One of the premier characters on PlayStation, in my opinion. The new Kratos. Now look, I respect Christopher Judge. He brought a fatherly tone to the new Kratos that matches the story. But let's be real. That voice doesn't hit like the original. The old Kratos sounded dangerous, unpredictable, and furious.
If all on Olympus will deny me my vengeance, then all on Olympus will die. I have lived in the shadow of the gods for long enough. The time of the gods has come to an end.
The new one sounds calm, almost too calm. When he yells, he doesn't shake you, the way Terrence did.
You lost everything. And everyone. You begin. There is no forgiving you. You chose!
The emotion is there, but the spark, that Greek rage, is gone. It's not cinematic, not mythic. He pretty much sounds like a fucking dad. I know this character is older than the original Kratos, so I get that, but your whole tone doesn't change because you get older. He sounds like a broken down old father, in my opinion. No disrespect to the dude's voice, but it's just not the same. It doesn't command the screen like the original Kratos. But Terrence did it the right way. He just sounded like Kratos. This guy doesn't sound like Kratos. He sounds like he should have been another character and just bring back Terrence. But I guess that's never going to happen, because I guess he's the staple now for the new Kratos. How the change affected the series. The voice change didn't just mark a new era. It changed who Kratos was. He went from angry demigod to thoughtful father. And that's fine for the story. But let's not act like it's the same man we grew up with. Terrence's Kratos was raw energy. Every grunt, every yell, every command echoed power. The new Kratos, he's introspective, but the danger feels missing. The story evolved, but the soul of the character changed with the voice. He's a totally different person. They should have just, I don't know if they should have just created a new character and called it God of War instead of going with Kratos and continue that story. But it just doesn't sit well with me that this character is a lot more subdued. His voice is just not it. It's just not commanding at all. And I think it would have been a better choice for them to just start the God of War series over with a new character, not named Kratos. And they could have used this guy as the new character. I think that would have been a better fit, in my opinion, than creating a new story and saying this is Kratos, but with a different voice. Look, I get it. The new God of War games are masterpieces. But to me, the Kratos will always sound like Terrence C. Carson. That voice was the God of War. powerful, emotional, unforgettable. When he spoke, it felt ancient. When he roared, it felt earned. That's not something you replace, it's something you honor. Like I said, they could have did this a lot easier. They could have actually told him that he wasn't going to be the voice of Kratos anymore, instead of it breaking on him like it broke on everybody else. They could have changed the storyline to make this character like somebody else besides Kratos. There's many things they could have did to ease our transition to this new guy, but they fucking just changed his voice out of the blue like nobody would notice. It just makes no sense to me, to all the fans that love this game, and I truly didn't like that. But like I said, the games are good, but the new guy will never be Kratos to me. He's just some guy pretending to be Kratos. It's like when they changed the voice of Cleveland Brown on Family Guy. He has similarities, but you can tell it's not him.
All right, I knew this was coming. Everybody give me your best shot.
Oh my God, where do I even...
And I'll sentence you to pay your roommate back for his dog food. Or whatever dumb this one's about.
So, I thoroughly did not like the change. I love Terrence C. Carson as Kratos. He will always be my Kratos. I still play those games, the first 3 games, because they got them on PS5. I have played, like I said, the newer 2 games, but I just can't get over the fact that they changed the voice. 2 Kratos voices, 2 eras, both iconic, but one defined what a video game hero could sound like. Terrence C. Carson wasn't just the voice of Kratos, he was Kratos. That's gonna do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the voice change. I'm a big God of War fan. I love Kratos. I love the original voice. I like the newer games too, but it's just not, the voice just throws me off. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. You get it on anybody else's channel, and you decide to watch mine. I truly appreciate it. There's only 24 hours in a day, and you gave me a couple minutes. Thank you. Time is very valuable. I hope I did not waste yours. Have a good one. I'll get you guys on the next one. You've been watching